morning, everyone. My name's Eltimar, and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left last time, we pretty much cleared out all of the Grey Garrison. And it's time to go upstairs and deal with Minago.
Why did you drag me here, you wench? To mock me one last time? Go on, finish me! Drink my blood, devour my soul! Just get on with it. Let me die at last.
Staunton lies on the floor, wounded, glaring at Minago with loathing as she leans over him. Struggling to speak through his cut lips, the dwarf rasps.
Staunton, light of my life, don't be so silly. I could never hurt you. I brought you away from the battle to save you. My love, you don't belong in this grubby city where everyone hates you. Come away with me. You know I have always loved you.
The Lilitu caresses his face, and the soft glow of a healing spell closes his wounds.
You lying filth! You have the gall to say that to my face? But it was you. It was all you. You're the reason I lost everything. You're the reason why everyone despises me!
So it was me who brought shame upon you in front of the people you called friends? It was me who mocked you year after year, spat on you, forced you to do dirty, demeaning work like you were a drudge, and not the bravest of knights. No, it was all of them, the Crusaders and their witless queen. If you remember the day Dresden fell, I asked you to be its new ruler. You refused, of course, you and your principles. But look what's become of you.
They talk about love, but they are really talking about a terrible disaster, like an earthquake, or a hurricane, or a shipwreck.
Perhaps there is another kind of love. But in my experience of love, if it doesn't feel like you've been through a shipwreck, then it's not worthy of the name.
I will... If love is like a shipwreck, which part do you play, the rocks or the ship that gets dashed against them?
I sense the trap in your question. I take it you cast me in the role of the ship? You think I am doomed to be dashed against the rocks? And who will play the lucky rocks, I wonder? But to answer your question, I see myself as the wind. All this drama is beneath me.
Darren looks straight at us.
My offer still stands. Come away from here, my love. You will rule Dresden as a king, and I will be your queen.
I will not interfere. Staunton gets to his feet and looks at the eyeless Lilitu with a strange expression on his face. A mountain would sooner weep than this grim dwarf, but tears now well in his eyes.
Dearest, it's all right. I'm here. We'll never be parted again. Let's go. Come.
Get back!
Grasping his weapon, Staunton slashes at Minago's eyeless face, and with surprising agility for one of his stature, flees up the stairs.
Curses! Stubborn as a mule. Never mind, my pet. Never mind. You won't get far. You will kiss this scratch and beg for forgiveness. You will be mine, wholly, eternally, and willingly.
The Lilitu runs a hand over her face, staining her delicate fingers with blood. And she is gone again. Oh my. Time to go upstairs. I believe we have a Minotaur to fight. Oh wait, are we heavily encumbered right now? Yes, very much so. So we can take a look at that. For now, we need to buff up our strength just a tiny bit, or get rid of some of this stuff. Let's see what we can drop. Maybe just the falchions. They're 8 pounds each, which is quite a lot. One sec. My dog is being very weird this morning. Alrighty, let's see what we can do. If we drop all those, we are back in medium encumbrance. We lose a couple $100, but we're just really running low on carrying capacity, mostly due to Ember and Darren and Nenio, which are causing us some issues. Okay, so we have 8-ish pounds worth of carrying capacity left. Nope, that was too many. Okay, we're good there. Should jump back down for 1 sec, actually. Make sure we didn't miss anything else of import. There's apparently one sword from a Boomerang up here. Okay. Let's take a quick peek at whatever there is in this place. We missed one scroll, but otherwise, so far, nothing of any significance yet. I wish I could take all this junk with us. It'd be worth a bunch of money, but unfortunately our carrying capacity is not going to allow that to happen. I think that's it. Alright. So we did get pretty much everything we wanted to get. Let's go kill some... Well, I believe it's a Minotaur at the top of the stairs, but then we'll kill other things too.
I'll bathe in your blood!
Oh, Tim just would died. Single hit. We have not hit this guy for any damage yet. Oh, damn, go away, tutorials. There's gotta be a way to turn all those off permanently, but... This is a Durad new. And we've not hit it for any real damage. Alright, let's get a shield going for ourselves. Make sure we don't get hit very easily. And then we're gonna start casting some stuff. I guess we could do some scorching rays.
All I see is blackness.
Did 0 damage. What is this thing's damage resistance? What's its armor class? So its armor class is 22. That's not that bad. It's got some sort of piercing resistance. Alright, well, let's go heal up our main character. He is tanking. Why are we missing so much? What's our to hit? +8. We're just rolling really bad, I guess. Maybe haste would be a good idea. No, because we're gonna run out of haste before anything exciting happens. We hit it for 2. Did we just hit it for 1? Whatever this thing's damage resistance is, it's intensely high. And we just got hit again for 16. Oh, he's down. Oh, now we hit him for 23. It's a critical hit. I think we need some buffs first. That thing's DR is insanely high. Alright.
Shall we move?
So let's get some actual buffs.
What's on your mind?
Because I think we actually need them in this particular instance. And maybe we won't die.
We'll make things right.
I'm always open to ideas.
And we'll do enlarge person. Even that's going to lower our AC a little bit. We need that
I'll
damage.
take the bait. Let's shake a
I hear the
leg.
voice of the spirits.
And animal focus can be tiger. That's fine. We don't have balls of strength. We need bless.
Deserve my obedience.
And
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
let's see what else we have here. We have some heals. We're not going to bother with those at the moment. Do we have a blur spell kicking
You are my
around still?
favorite
We
aid.
do. Alright. So he's going to go in first, and then everyone else is going to go in. This guy's damage. If we get sneak attacks, though, we should be okay.
I won't let you hurt my
So that way
friends.
Tim has to stay alive.
Behead, yes. May I see your entrails,
Oh, come on.
please?
Why do you hate Tim so much? Not what I meant to do. Is Tim dead? Tim is at negative 62 out of 17, so yes. Try that one more time. We need that sneak attack. And I'm not sure why he attacked immediately
Shall we move?
on
We
our
shall move.
poor little
Save the last
Velociraptor,
one for me.
no, don't go in. We hit him for a whole 5. Alright, now he's fighting us. Okay, so in you go. And we're gonna move you a teensy bit over there. There we go. Why would you do that? What are you doing? I know about touch AC, just kindly go
See
away.
your entrails, please.
Stupid pathing. Yay, we're actually doing a little bit of damage, and poor Tim is getting hit already. I don't know why he hates our raptors so much. Oh, he got knocked down. That is actually really good. Ooh, we're doing some actual damage this time. Our main character's about to die. I just didn't realize that he had taken so much damage already.
World in crimson.
There. Damn, that guy's AC is... Or not AC, but damage resistance is intense. It's because he's got... Maybe it's because the axe he's wearing? Blocker? What does that do? You can just look at that from here. When it lands a hit on an enemy, the enemy must pass a fort save or become prone for 1 round. Well, that would have been really bad if that had hit us with any amount of force. Also, we are on borrowed time now. Because
I did it.
the unholy symbol of Discari, the demon lord who attacked Canaveras, drawn in human blood. When our enlarge wears out, we are going to be heavily encumbered again. But I think this is the last stage of this little area, so. Upon entering the chamber where the vanquished Wardstone resides, the Crusaders could have expected many things: an ambush, deadly spells, or a horde of enemies, but not an empty hall, still and silent with no Minago or her henchmen. Only the obelisk and glimmers of light dancing on the dirty floor. But then again, not all is as placid as it seems. Eltimar once again hears the seething choir. This time the voices sound louder, more insistent. One step, another, and suddenly Eltimar sees the Wardstone not as it was a moment ago, but somehow completely different. It is no monolith emanating light, it's a cage made of pure energy. The place where Discari struck looks like a festering wound from which tendrils of dirty red and purple darkness creep through the entire artifact. And there, inside, 2 hosts of flaming warriors are locked in battle. One is light, the other blood red, but they are all waiting for what? Hearken unto the Light Warriors' words. The Light Warriors speak of duty, service, and sacrifices made. Their words reveal the truth of the Wardstone. Each one contains a host of angels, volunteers from heaven who committed to this indefinite imprisonment in order to guard the mortal kind from the demonic threat. They make no complaint, they ask no easing of their burden. If the goddess and her herald offered them the same choice again, they would consider it the ultimate honor to sacrifice their freedom for the cause. The angels know Discari's evil plan. When the last of the Light Warriors falls, the Wardstone will become a deadly explosive that will destroy everything around it, and the other obelisks in the chain will meet the same fate. The Light Warriors pray for help. They plead for someone to strike down their fallen brethren. Those who succumb to the demonic corruption are already beyond salvation, but if they are stopped, it will allow the Wardstone to heal and the Light Host to continue its duty. The crystal chisel discovered in the ruins of Canaveras is the ideal weapon for this task. It will cut out the corruption along with those who have succumbed to it, and it will restore the Wardstone's power. The eyes of the Aeon, now slumbering peacefully in the hero's soul, awaken. They urge the hero to look on the Wardstone through them. The Aeon wishes to see. Hearken unto the Red Warrior's words first, though. The Red Warriors speak of pain and lies and disillusionment. Their words reveal the truth about the Wardstones. The barrier surrounding the world wound is built on the bondage and suffering of countless angels. Every injury dealt to the Wardstone, these angels experience as physical agony. The pain is driving them insane. Deceived by the hollow platitudes about duty and service, they suffer torment day after day for the sake of ungrateful mortals who do not even know their names. Enough. The Red Warriors know that their blades now turned against their former brethren hasten the triumph of Discari and his servants. Once the Wardstone has been wholly conquered by corruption, it will become a deadly weapon under the demon's control. Some of the obelisk's prisoners beg for freedom while others pray only for death, but they all agree that this existence is unendurable. The crystal chisel, discovered in the ruins of Canaveras, is the perfect weapon for a massacre. It cannot force open the door for those who wish to escape, but it can destroy the Wardstone along with all of its prisoners, willingly and unwillingly. None will be able to claim victory, but all will be gifted a merciful death that will end their suffering once and for all. Let's look at the angels with the Aeon's eyes. The eyes of the Aeon pierce through essence, matter, and time, and reveal the truth about the Wardstones. The stones are just as much a perversion as the world wound itself. The demons are not of this plane, but this did not give Iomedae and her herald license to disrupt the balance still further by imprisoning untold numbers of angels in stone. A crime committed in the name of good does not offset those committed in the name of evil. It only multiplies the harm done to the cosmic order. We will make a decision. Well, we have a couple choices. We have the good path, we have the lawful path, we have the Aeon path, or we can destroy the whole thing, which we're going to do. There it is, the fate of two angelic hosts, faithful and fallen, the fate of Kyrieru. Perhaps even all Mendev now rests in the hero's hands. How will he proceed? Whatever this crystal chisel may be, its power is great indeed. It can destroy the stone, along with all of its inhabitants, or it can mend by killing the angel defectors within. What it cannot do, alas, is free those who wish to escape, and keep the stone intact for those who wish to remain. The Aeon's eyes perceive a solution to the goddess's tinkering, one that will cost no lives. One strike with the crystal chisel at the perfect point, and the stone's magic will be destroyed, and all the angels will go to the rightful place, to heaven, or to the planes of chaos and evil. The remnant of the Aeon's power draws all that is left of the Aeon's existence to the hero, urging him to put things right. But somewhere deep in the hero's soul, the familiar ire seethes endless rage, unbridled hatred. What will happen if it's unleashed here at the stone? Let's find out. This stone, these angels, one side boasts their own piety, the other's whimper for lost freedom, this smug goddess and her golden-winged herald who trapped them here. All this provokes only one thing in the hero, rage. He beats his fist against the hard surface over and over again, paying no heed to the pain or to his blood trickling over the stone. One strike, then another, and the stone cracks like an egg. With a blinding flash, the stone splinters and turns to dust, hurtling, screaming at celestials in every direction. They will be free whether they like it or not. The Crusaders succeeded. The Angels' battle within the Wardstone has ended, and the threat to the entire chain of the stones has been eliminated. Of course, this has no guarantees for safety for the future. What happened here can happen again. The Mendevians can no longer rely on Iomedae's gifts they once did, but the danger is past for now. Particles of the Aeon's power, preserved in the hero's soul, dissipate. The servant of universal order has done everything within their power, even dead. The Aeon continued to carry out their mission. Now the Aeon can retreat into oblivion with a clear conscience. Henceforth, the doings of mortals are no longer the Aeon's concern, no longer their responsibility. Arilu Vorlesh.
Look at them, Suture. They're rejoicing like children. The storm is coming and none of them sees it.
Shall we add to their festivities, my lady? How about a little lightning to burn their flesh?
Oh no, Suture. We'll leave such frolics to Discari's little gnats. We are here for something else. Something I have greatly anticipated for a long, long time.
It would appear that we are somewhat of a plant. The blisteringly vivid memory releases you, and you return from the depths of the past to the present. You feel a fresh breeze on your face. The energy expelled from the Wardstone has blown the roof off of the Grey Garrison. The Wardstone's energy suffuses you and flows into your allies.
What is it? It tickles.
What are you doing here? How? I see. Tricks from your pathetic goddess. So even Iomedae will resort to dirty tricks when you have her cornered. Don't celebrate yet, mortal. There's no one to hide you from me now.
How did Minago get here? She doesn't rush into the chamber, she's been here the whole time, but some unknown spell has stopped you and your enemies from seeing each other.
Look, you're already wounded. Pathetic mortal. I'll have no trouble finishing you off now. You'll die anyway.
Looking down, you notice that the wound on your chest is opened up and is bleeding as if hit by a sword, but there's no pain. All you feel is power filling you. Right before your eyes, the edges of the wound start to join and heal until it closes fully. Minago's face twists in frustration. Well, that's new. The demoness looks formidable with her entourage around her, but her threats ring hollow to you now. You look at her and feel like a titan looking at an ant. Overwhelming and all-conquering power fills you. What? That little demoness? Those irritating hordes of the abyss? The gods themselves are your only equals now. I will drag your eyeless hide the length and breadth of Canabris.
You say such disgusting things. Even imagining them repulses me.
Melia's eyes widen incrementally, but she purses her lips in disgust.
I've never wondered if demons feel pain the same way mortals do. This would be an occasion to find out. I shall be delighted to observe this execution.
Darren grins cruelly.
Trying to be brave, are we? That's nice. But never dish out threats if you can't make good on them. Your goddess sent you to die. You think that's a victory? All you've done is postpone the deaths of all the other mortals. And not even for very long. But your wait for death is over. You won't see what I'm going to do to your little friends, because I'm going to kill you right now. I'll bathe in your blood.
Alright, so the only thing I'm going to do here is just cast haste. And maybe a quick blast of healing. And now we're just going to start laying waste to everything in our path. I guess Minago is there doing something now. What are you doing? Oh, okay. So the rock is dead. Yeah, you guys can. Why are you down on the ground? What did you get hit by? There's some ability drains going around, but that's fine. I don't know if we can actually lose this fight. Although we might be able to lose this fight. Maybe we can lose this fight. I did die. You can actually lose this fight. I didn't realize that. Huh. I thought that honestly it was impossible to lose that fight at that point. But here we are. Alrighty, let's try this fight one more time. I got back to it. It's very annoying to get back to this fight because... the cutscene.
Bathe in your blood.
But this is fine. We'll be okay. We're just gonna get a bless out. Maybe a heal? Yeah, maybe a heal would be a good idea. We are hammering Minago. Would you stop with those stupid things? Oh, we've fallen down, it looks like.
Why are you doing that? Where is your power coming from?
All traces of Minago's bravado have disappeared, and now her voice trembles with panic.
What was it you said? One of the sweetest spoils of war is gloating over your broken and humiliated enemy. Oh, yes, you were so right.
Windwog smirks.
Minago! To me!
Staunton, my darling. I knew you'd come back for me.
Shut it! Get over here now. Get behind me. If you want to finish her off, you'll have to step over my dead body first. Killing me won't be a challenge, I know. But I can last long enough to give her time to escape.
The Crusaders are right. You're a traitor, and you're always a traitor.
Maybe you're right, but you won't change your mind either way. So why waste my time trying to convince you? No matter what he does, no matter what he says, Staunton Vane will always be considered a traitor. Well then, Staunton Vane will finally be the traitor you've always wanted. Enough talking. Minago, cast your spells and get out of here. I'll hold him off. Quickly, before I change my mind
No, my sweet, I won't abandon you. We'll leave this place together, and we'll go where we can be happy.
Go! Let me finally... God damn it all! Let's go!
Staunton clenches his teeth, swallowing the rest of his words. Panting, he looks between Minago and you, and back again. At last, the dwarf nods. The demon and the traitor vanish in a magical haze. You feel the energy thrumming through your body and soul start to fade. It doesn't leave you, it hides somewhere deep down, leaving behind a small amount of incredible energy, as well as the understanding that you will one day master that inconceivably huge power. We have a mythic thingy. And can we carry more things? What's our inventory situation like? Oh, we are just straight up in encumbrance mode. Okay, fair enough.
Quick, quick, else we miss all the fun!
There we go, now we're not. We can grab a couple more things, I think. We'll just grab those. Okay, let's do our mythic tree. Okay. I'm almost tempted just to save our points. Because our things are locked for now. We could just go into like these. We can't choose mythic or demon yet, or angel or demon yet. We have to go mythic hero. So our first ascension has to be one of these, I guess. We could get a gore attack, which is kind of cool, but I'm not entirely sure which one of those I want to go with. I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to figure out what I want to take for mythic stuff, and I'll just kind of show you guys, I think, at the beginning of the next video. For now, we're just going to leave this place. We're not going to do our mythic stuff yet. Also, we're encumbered, so we're going very slow. You know what? Since we're already encumbered, we might as well grab these Master Orc Scimitars. Get a little bit of that extra money. 8-hour journey back to the tavern.
Make way. Warrior Queen coming through with a round for the heroes. Whoa, the heart is packed. And you considered nixing this little shindig, Beth?
When Enevia reaches the long table your party is gathered around, she heavily flops onto the bench and hands out the tankards of beer.
I did consider it, and I am still considering it. It hasn't even been a week since the last demon was booted out of Canobris. And we really should be in a period of mourning for all the city's fallen. But the people deserve to celebrate. And he deserves to be honored for saving the city and possibly all of Mendov.
Earbeth sighs. That was one hell of a fight.
One hell of a fight calls for one hell of a party.
According to the Watch reports, there has been no demon activity whatsoever outside Canobris. I get the feeling the fiends are as shocked by what happened as we are. What happened in the garrison, what you did, it was a miracle. I truly believe that the gods remembered us and decided to intervene.
Beth, come on, you agreed. No serious business today.
Previously, Earbeth rubbed her forehead pensively.
All right, I'm done. No more. Who would have thought we'd be celebrating a successful attack on the Grey Garrison, our own fortress, and that we'd blow the roof off the place?
It's simply unforgivable.
Comes the cheerful voice of someone sitting at the far corner of the table.
While we're on the topic of the roof, there's already a rumor going around that you have been blessed by Iomade herself. And it was her power granted to you that destroyed the garrison's walls and roof. And it turns out the people want a little piece of that blessing for themselves. The townsfolk are gathering chunks of the garrison's rubble as souvenirs and talismans. And I'm sure they'll hit the black market soon enough. Oh, yeah. Here, breathe on this for me. For good luck.
Enevia pulls a piece of greystone from her pocket. What if I get a cut of the sails?
I know a guy who knows some guys.
Enevia gives you a conspiratorial smile.
Nevi! What are you on about now?
Earbeth mutters.
What do you mean? Do you see many people at this table who've been personally blessed by Iomedae herself?
Well, a couple perhaps.
Says the same mirthful voice that joined in before.
Iomedae's blessings are not conveyed through stones, and as public officials, we really shouldn't.
Earbeth looks to the table where the voice originated and her eyes widen as her words trail off.
I feel a little chastened after what you said about public officials. But I myself have acquired a few pieces of stone and also wish to ask our hero to breathe on them for good luck. So, what now? Are you going to toss me out of this fine establishment?
The woman dressed in unshowy finery raises her eyebrows.
Your Majesty.
Yes, it is I. I made the journey here to deduct the cost of repairing the garrison roof from your salary. We have not been introduced. Galfrey of Mendev.
The woman rises from her seat, approaches you, and holds out her hand. A lawful shake her hand. It's an honor, Your Majesty.
And for me also. So, this is what he looks like. The one all Mendev is talking about. News of your deeds reached me even before my messengers could.
Curiosity sparkles in the Queen's eyes. She openly appraises us.
Your Majesty, we were just... I'll have them arrange.
Earbeth, finally recovering from the shock, bolts to her feet.
Calm yourself, Commander. I deliberately came here without any fanfare because I did not wish to draw attention away from our honored hero here. My personal guard and the force I brought with me are standing watch outside the city. I ordered all your sentries to stand down. They also deserve a break. Every person who tirelessly fought to save Knobris will enjoy themselves today. And my reinforcements will ensure peace and order.
We all need to get some rest.
Because grand new deeds lie ahead, yes?
Your Majesty, my dear cousin.
Count, I admit I was surprised to learn that you valiantly joined the ranks of the city's defenders. Pleasantly surprised.
I live to please you, my queen. My first thought when Discari cruelly robbed us of noble Terendelev and half of Knobris's crusaders in one fell swoop was of you, my queen, and of how these events would weigh heavily on you. No one could have foreseen the demon attack, and we have so successfully held the defense here for 4 heroic crusades.
I'm going to drown him in the nearest well this very night.
Earbeth mutters.
I value your dedication. And your eloquence. I hope you will continue to aid our soldiers.
The Queen gives him a genuine smile.
Not a chance. You know that I am not made for the front lines. Excellent bash, but alas, I really must go. Important matters to be getting on with. A new shipment of wine from Kionin and 3 beautiful creatures of the same provenance. But I will most assuredly come to say my farewells before your army departs on its campaign, which, wherever it may lead you, will undoubtedly be crowned with victory.
I shall hold you to that, Count. And now allow me to devote some time to the hero of the evening. I did not come here solely to give you this chance to celebrate, but all serious discussions and official announcements can wait until tomorrow. I have big plans for all of you, especially for you. But I want to keep you in suspense for a little while longer, so I shan't say another word. Let us mark this victory. My first toast is to you, the hero of Knobris. Now, what are we drinking?
The Queen smiles archly.
The fires of Knobris have died down. Now the army's path leads to the walls of Dresden, a fallen citadel that the Crusaders have been trying in vain to reclaim for 70 years. The new piece on the board might give their efforts some added momentum.
Alrighty. Once we can save, we will. Oh, we are here. We're headed to the camp. We don't have a choice, so we're just going there right now. I think we have to do our announcement, and then maybe we'll buy a longsword before the end of this video. It is that time of the game, I believe. Is that him who's next to Earbeth, the hero who saved Knobris? The Queen is coming. The Queen.
Rise, warriors. Today is a day of sorrow and pride. Sorrow because we weep for our brothers and sisters who perished in Knobris. Pride because despite demonic treachery,
our heroes repelled the attack and saved the city. I, Queen Golfrey of Mendev, declare this day the first day of the 5th Crusade. And I am glad to introduce the one who will lead the attack on the forces of the Abyss. The hero of Kenobris, Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade. Your leader from now unto victory or death. And now it's time to rest. Everyone is dismissed. There, the troop review is finished. I'll give you some time to look around the camp, and then I shall expect your presence at headquarters.
We'll deal with the headquarters later. We're gonna go straight. Go away. And also, this +1 thing is not significantly better than our lucky bracers. The tutorial is incorrect. Commander, please allow me to join you while you inspect our encampment. I mean, okay, but we're not going very far. We're only gonna go, we'll do the inspection of the camp later, but we're gonna go to this store here. I think this is the right guy? Yes. Oh, we don't have enough money. That is even more expensive than the last time. We might. Let's see what we got here. So we bulk selling a bunch of stuff. Sell that. Oops, didn't mean to punch my microphone. Get rid of that, get rid of that. I don't think we're going to be able to get enough money for this. I thought it was way less expensive last time. Possible we'll get close, but I don't think we're going to get $30,000 worth of stuff. We might have 20 at the most. Oh, we could be pretty close. We'll see where we're at after we sell all this. Actually, we have just enough. Look at that. So the Black Dragon's Fang is an extraordinarily good longsword. It's a +3 corrosive longsword. When it lands a hit, it deals an additional 2d6 corrosive damage to all enemies within 30 feet. After this ability has been activated, it can't be activated for another 24 rounds, but still, that is insanely good. Why is it so expensive? No idea. Ludicrously costly. But, worth it? Absolutely. Yes. Alright, and we're going to end the video here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Others, I'll see you next time. Take care.